All right. Let's move on to the diddler. So if you have not heard about this, Sean Diddy Combs actually released an apology video where it kind of looks like he's being held hostage. I should have tried to find the one. They were already making memes about this, right? Kind of looks like he's being held hostage, apologizing after a viral video that was from 2016 from an LA hotel. Showed that he was physically assaulting Cassie, which actually corroborates Cassie's story when she discussed in the lawsuit that there was the incident that happened at the hotel. That's just one of the things that Cassie did mention. So he issued an apology video, and I want to show you something about this video. It's a bit wild, man. It's a bit wild. Watch this. First of all, before we get into the conversation, Puffy looks rough, right? So like Puffy don't look like he in the best of feels right now. But listen to this.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
But according to the allegations, when they were reported, Diddy said that all those allegations against him were false, right? So it really makes him look some kind of way, because for the people who were saying on social media, oh, I don't even know if that's Diddy in that video. That could be someone else. Well, it was him. Okay. It was him. People killed me with that. I don't really know if that's actually him. Of course that was him. Don't be so quick to come to this man's defense because you were a fan. You cannot idolize people.
I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
So a couple people are actually making fun of this video already on social media. But what was interesting to me about that video, it seems like he made it all about himself. Not once did he even mention Cassie's name. I don't know if that's just because of a legal reason, but not once did he mention her name. And it seemed like it was just all about him, right? So I don't know. I don't feel sorry for him. That type of apology was ridiculous. And someone else doesn't feel sorry for him either. Now, this is a young woman who she alleges, and I've seen her before, she alleges that Diddy shot her, allegedly, right? So she saw that video and she had some things to say about the apology video. Let's go ahead and bring this up here.
Tanya.
So it has zero value to me. First and foremost, it is the classic scripted publicist apology. I take accountability. I was disgusted. I went to rehab. I mean, how many times have we heard this narrative through the annals of time whenever a celebrity gets caught doing something or someone notable gets caught? It's the same narrative. Secondly, it carries no weight to me because he never apologized to Cassie directly. It was all about him. I'm disgusted. I hit a hard time. It was all about him.
You knew Diddy before you were shot. You had actually met him at least one time before. You knew how powerful he was. Did people call you out for stepping forward?
I got called out the entire time. There was a narrative that we should never speak ill of somebody in the culture or another Black man. And, I was raised on cultural pride and racial pride. I believe in that wholeheartedly. But what I was also raised was to speak truth to power. That was the first lesson. And it didn't make a difference who it was. I always spoke up, and I'm not going to stop now. I got called out one time that I can remember that really, really has stayed with me, and it saddens me tremendously. This was when my face was still bandaged up and my mom wanted me to get out of the house. I had been kind of like a hermit right after I got shot. And so there was a front cover story of me on the Daily News. And so those bandages looked very distinct. People knew who I was when I went outside.
Does everyone remember this woman? I'm not sure if everyone does. I remember the story. Does everyone remember this woman? She alleged that Diddy shot her. Because I remember the story, like, and people were just like, oh, there's no way he would have done something like that. Really? How do you know? You don't know him. You don't know these people. We don't know these people. We don't know celebrities. Can we stop pretending like we do? We don't know them. Just because you like someone or you like their music, that doesn't mean that I might not want to shoot someone one day. You really don't know.
There were a group of like, my mom went to take care of some business, and there were a group of like 7 people. I would say ranging from maybe 18 to 27. They cursed me out from across the street and called me everything but a child of God. You're trying to take down hip hop. You're trying to take down a good Black man. You're trying to destroy the culture. How? I was a victim. I got shot in my face. How am I trying to take down hip hop? I'm a student of hip hop. I bought the first rap record in 1979 in August with my allowance. I knew every word. Why am I the person trying to, and not the people recklessly wielding guns and committing violent acts against people? It didn't make sense.
I've heard him even say that people in the past, that people just want to take down a Black billionaire.
And while their history has shown us a whole narrative of that being the case, that is not the case in every situation, and it's certainly not the case now.
Right. And I don't want to spend too much time on that video, but I was just going to say, again, it's like what's killing me is like other men out here defending someone they never met, they never knew, just simply because he's a man like them. Man, forget that. OK. And what kills me is some of the guys saying this stuff have daughters, wives, because let's keep it real. If it was your daughter on that videotape and it was Diddy beating your daughter, are you going to sit up there and take Diddy's side? That drove me crazy. Now, rapper Cameron went on to CNN, and I think this was kind of funny because I think Abby Phillips, I think she was expecting to pull more information out of Cameron. So this is kind of the funny response to the Diddy situation, because Cameron really was not feeling this the way that Abby thought that he would. So she didn't get too much out of him. I don't know what she was expecting, but she didn't get a lot out of him. So this is the response video that everybody's kind of laughing about. Shout out to Philip Lewis says, so Cameron went on CNN tonight and it was an absolute disaster. Listen to this. This is in response to the Diddy apology.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that, trafficking minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you?
So what was smart of Cameron to do here is he immediately came out and let everybody know, I am not about that life. I don't agree or approve of what I saw in that video. Right now, listen to this.
You recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't like that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him. So yeah, it was him.
What did you think?
So he's letting her know that he didn't really know him in that way. So I think, again, from this interview, I think that Abby was expecting to get more information out of Cameron, but that apparently didn't happen in the way that she thought it would.
What about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide, for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me that's why I here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us?
So again, that was in reference to the music business. So I'm not sure why they inserted that there and that's in this interview. I don't think that necessarily had anything to do with the crimes that people are alleging that Diddy committed. I don't think that has anything to do with that. I think that conversation just happened to deal with the music business in general. Like, yeah, you'd probably be better off with this person than that person. So, I mean, I feel like they were reaching there like, oh, we got this conversation from Mace, this discussion that you had with Mace on your podcast with him. And they're trying to use that as some type of way to say, oh, well, he probably said that, because you didn't want him to be with Biggie, or he didn't want you to be with, I said Biggie, he didn't want you to be with Tupac because Tupac, damn. He didn't want you to be with Diddy because he knew that Diddy was this bad person or this abusive person or something like that. I think that was more of like a music decision. So this didn't work in our favor.
A little bit more about that. I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
So I don't know if you guys heard what he said there, but he said, I'm going to get, what is it? I don't even know what that was. Somebody, guys, tell me. I'm not hip with the new, you guys know I'm really bad with like, you know, a new slang and stuff like that. What is this juice thing he's talking about? Let me know. Is this some type of energy drink or something?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
So he said, I'm going to get some cheeks after this force power drink. It's a what? You guys know about this? Africa said it's a sex drink. There's a sex drink? What the hell is happening? What is it? Be Easy said, did he drink a Hims? What? Apparently some of you guys know what this is about. Pink horsepower? What the hell is this? There are drinks. People are just drinking stuff. Okay, let's finish this here.
I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah.
So he used this opportunity to promote his YouTube show. This was interesting. I also think someone said Kit talked about this earlier this morning too. I'm gonna have to check that out.
What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Cameron,
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
I know you guys. I know when I saw this, I was like, whoa, I guess they won't bring him back on CNN anymore. That is it for Cameron. They will not bring him back on. But apparently, again, he didn't have as much information as they thought that he would have or that he was willing to share. Now, what's interesting, this statement from Diddy is still posted onto his X page. And it's called Enough is Enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for truth. Sean Diddy Combs. So I'm surprised he still has this pinned to his page. This was posted December 6, 2023. He has not deleted this. And because he has not deleted this and that videotape has gone viral, Community Notes actually put a post underneath his post, which says CNN has released the surveillance footage from the hotel where Sean Diddy Combs is throwing and kicking Cassie Ventura. So again, I don't know why he still has this posted here. It looks pretty bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have screenshots of it now anyway, but very telling. Very telling. This is why sometimes the Oracle said that's what Diddy needs to be addressing, that statement. Yeah, this is why sometimes lawyers will actually tell their clients not to make a statement. Not to say anything. Don't post on social media. Don't make a statement to the press. This is why, because I don't know. I have to ask someone who's a lawyer, because technically, can't that statement be used against him now that that video has been released? This is why a lot of times they'll tell you not to make a statement.